How to kill your players off quickly. Oh, hi. You must be here for episode 5 of Random Rolls. That's great. My name's Frank, and I'll be the Dungeon Master for this episode. I'll be joined by 3 of my friends, Jade, Nathaniel, and Ryan, whom I'm not trying to kill off early or anything. If you haven't seen the first 4 episodes, you want to go do that because we not only introduce the story, but in episode 1, we talk about what Random Rolls is and how it's an experimental format that we're working on. So if you haven't seen that, I'll go ahead and put a link to it in the description below. As you may recall in the previous episode, the players rolled on a new table, sea monsters, and they were assaulted and charmed by some harpies. While I'm really excited to resume the fight with the harpies, I'm also really excited to add some new obstacles into this. What gets me really excited is when you add more obstacles, you really get to see what the party is going to do. You really test their mettle. So my favorite way to do that, for example, is give the players some options. They're in a very high stress situation and then they have to make a decision whether to save a few nobles being attacked by demons or save a large group of commoners trapped in a burning building. Whatever they choose to do tells me and themselves a bit more about their party. Also, before we get started, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what you're seeing. That tells us that we're doing something good. Last time on Random Rolls, Kapesk was locked in the brig for the attempted murder and mutiny of Captain Martin. Trakan and Appa saw off the side of the ship something suspicious. Trakan went to investigate and learned that they were harpies. He attempted to scare them away, but in the process was charmed. Appa rushed into action, grabbed Iggy, and went below deck to try and free Kapesk. Eventually, the 3 of them returned to the top deck and saw the harpies were charming and killing the crew. Before Appa could react, though, she too was charmed. Now, we see if the party can remove this harpy threat and free the crew from this charm. Let's find out.
Okay, so Appa, this song actually is now starting to sound really interesting. So from below deck, you start to find yourself on now, because now it's your turn. You are now walking up to the top of the ship. Kapesk suddenly is not even a thought.
Appa!
Yep.
Wait, there's... You're that...
Yes, I hear it sounds really bad, like bad screeching.
It does. It's like...
I think...
pay money for that.
I think... I'm like, I want to see! I'll be back, but I want to see!
All right, and it's your turn. So you move your full movement, which gets you to the top of the ship. And then you have your action, so you're going to dash towards them. And they are still off the edge of the ship, so you are right against the lip of the ship.
Okay.
Trying to reach them. And you actually make eye contact with the one that you are interested in, the second one. And you two look at each other, and this harpy that everyone described as so evil looks nothing but friendly and welcoming. And you really just want it to hold you in your arms. Now let's see. I'm going to roll. Banshee, of course, notices you and sees you go up. And she's just kind of watching you, not sure. And she sees you at the lip of the ship. So she's going to stay about 10 feet away from you. And for meta purposes, she is readying an action to pull you away.
I was gonna say, can I roll insight for Banshee to see if she understands if those creatures are dangerous or not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Cat insight.
Oh thank God. Cool.
That is sufficient. She has been able to tell from everyone running around and pointing at these things to realize that everyone is concerned about them. And now she sees that you seem to be caught under some spell. So she understands that they are dangerous, but she's still not, because you haven't communicated to her yet. She's not sure what your intention is. But she's close and keeping an eye just in case she needs to do anything about it. All right. Kapesk, you are not charmed. Iggy is still with you. No, yeah, I didn't think he did anything else. So Iggy is still down here, and he's like, I can't believe okay. In hindsight, I can't believe I just let Appa walk upstairs. Let's say Iggy was, no, that doesn't work. Iggy would follow Appa and try to stop you. Iggy likes Appa, and he doesn't want Appa to fall victim to the song. So he's going to try and prevent you from going up the stairs. So you are going to have to force your way. Give me we have to retcon this a bit. Go ahead and give me like a strength check to force Iggy out of your way.
Well, that should be interesting.
Should.
He can basically pick me up and just make sure my feet are not touching the ground.
Kind of. He is a halfling.
Yes, but I'm a child nerd. 12.
Yeah, he stops you. He's able to stop you. So we retcon that. You're not at the lip of the ship. He stops you down in the bottom of the ship. Yeah, Kapesk, you're down here still. Do you have anything you want to do?
Yeah, so there's bars on 3 sides and the hard wood of the ship on the other.
2, actually, because you're in the corner, back corner of the ship, so you've got wood on 2 sides, and then the bars on the other 2 sides.
I'm gonna just strike as hard as I can, like do that 10-inch punch thing, or just like.
Ooh, like Kill Bill when she's digging her way out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking try to break through the wood. I just hit this point where I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here, and I'm gonna try to smash a hole through the hole. I'm gonna use 1 normal hit, and then I'm gonna use flurry of blows, and just be like, and just try to start smashing a hole in this fucking piece of shit.
In the wood?
Yeah.
Oh no!
No!
Mending.
You're about to make Trakan's job so much worse when he's no longer charmed.
I don't think Trakan is ever flying down after that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because plus the brig would be like, technically on big ships, the brig was always underwater level.
Yeah, it is. Exactly. It's on the bottom of the ship.
Well, we're all gonna die.
So you're doing... I'm trying to decide in advance the damage threshold for making a hole in the ship.
3 attacked. I guess because it's against a still surface, I automatically crit, don't I? I automatically hit and crit. Is that right?
No, things have a certain armor class to them, especially with the ship stat block.
Would it just be hardness?
Hardness. Yeah, that's essentially the way I've done it for stuff like this in the past is based on how precise your strike is determines if you hit the same spot.
Right.
And if you hit the same spot and deal enough damage to that spot, then so if you hit above a certain armor class, you will be hitting the same spot. And then we will tally that damage up to see if you can start working towards a hole.
Right.
Is there hardness in 5e?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, it might be a Pathfinder thing. Because I think in Pathfinder the way that it works is pretty much like objects have like a DR, and it's normally pretty high, like 10 to 20 if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty much you just have to exceed the DR
to hit it.
To do you automatically hit it. You just have to exceed DR in order to actually damage it. So it's like if it's like a steel door has a DR of like 25 or whatever. So
right.
If you deal 24 or less, nothing happens. If you deal 26 damage, you break it open.
It's either all or nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in this case, let's see. What did you roll for your hits?
So I rolled the totals. So one was a natural 1. The others were a 21 and an 18.
Okay. And did you roll the damages for the 21 and the 18?
I was waiting for you to 7 and a 4.
Okay. So you're starting to make some. You're actually starting to make some headway here. Yeah. You can see that. First off, that one was really bad, and you hurt your wrist. You did a clumsy mistake that you used to do back when you were training, and every now and then it creeps up, like very rarely, once in a month it'll creep up, and you accidentally punch.
Yeah, I found the table reference for object hardness. It includes like strong wooden door, which I suppose would fit the ship.
Strong wooden door, strong wooden floor, they rhyme.
Yes, this is good. This is along the lines of what I was thinking, so I'm glad that I was right. Of course, I'm always right. So you did 11 damage, and now we're moving back on to Trakan. Trakan, sorry, actually it's the harpy turn. Trakan, you're next, though.
Oh, I thought the harpies already won.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're shooting from the hip here.
That's fine.
So the harpies they fly up to the side of the ship, and you're the only one that they've charmed. And one goes right up to you, and you get this warm, fuzzy feeling as it gets close to you. And then that all of a sudden changes as it starts to attack you.
It can try.
It takes a swipe with its claws, and then it's going to hit you with one of its wings. So you're going to get hit. Your AC is 14. So the claws are going to hit you for, that's pretty mild. Let's roll that and see if we do more. Yep. You're going to take 10 damage from the claws as it just swipes you across the face. And then the club is going to, the wing, they call it a club, is going to miss you.
Yay. Do I get to remake the save because I took damage or anything?
Funny enough, it says whenever it takes damage from a source other than the harpy, a target can repeat the saving throw.
Okay.
You can also, at the end of your turn, repeat the saving throw.
Okay.
Now, the other one flies down on the ship and is starting to wreak havoc. And you can hear the men shouting loudly at each other as they're trying to organize over the fact that they have they have wax in their ears. I keep wanting to call it earwax. And they start to fight it, and it starts to fight them. So she's going to take a couple swings. She manages to get a couple hits on the crew. Trakan, you can kind of see this out of the corner of your eye, but of course you just don't care. And Appa can hear it. She also doesn't care. Kapesk, you are starting to hear all of this shouting because you don't actually have anything in your ears.
Amidst the sounds of like water splashing onto the floor from the little hole that I've started to make.
It's not. You haven't made the hole yet.
Okay.
You're still working on it. Okay. And starting to terrorize the crew, and now we go to Trakan.
So I can't attack the one that's charmed me. I'll cast.
I hate to say this. While charmed by the harpy, the target is incapacitated and ignores the songs of other harpies. So I think that means you're effectively asleep.
I think you might be right.
What I'm wondering, no, it says you move towards it. So you're mechanically unable to do anything except move.
Yeah, you're basically just a zombie.
Yeah. And you
just
walking into it.
Incapacitated, so that I can't take actions or reactions. Does that include bonus actions?
I would imagine so, but
okay.
It says actions, general actions.
I would say technically you do take your bonus action, but you have to spend it on a dash.
I'm already right next to it.
Oh, you're already next to it. Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What did you have in mind? I'd be curious to hear.
I was just going to cast a healing word on myself.
I'd say you could do that because that would allow you to continue to hear her song and be close to her.
Ooh. So I heal 7.
Okay, great. All right, and you just stay there, staying close. I'd say, I forget, what did we say? Oh, you zoomed up next to the harpies last turn, didn't you?
I didn't really get a last turn. because that's fine.
Oh, you scared off the other harpy. You intimidated it.
Yeah, and then the harpies went, and then and then the other two went, and then the harpies went. It's whatever. I don't really care.
I don't care, man. It's fine. Just taking my turn away.
But that just means I don't quite know where I am. I know we can say I did that. That's fine. That's what I would have had to do regardless.
Okay. Yeah, you would have had to fly towards them on your turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you technically didn't really have any control over yourself. So,
yeah, that's fine.
All right. So on your turn, you heal yourself a bit. You get closer and fuzzier with the harpy. You can feel the brush of her feathers against yours, and it feels so sweet, so divine. And then she scratches you very hard and tries to hit you with her wing. Loves a bitch. All right.
Maybe she
Appa.
fix it rough.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, no. Trikan, you make a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw again, please. At the end of your turn.
5.
Sorry, buddy.
That's
okay.
fine.
Carry on. Appa. So, Appa, you are contesting still with Iggy. Something I'm realizing now is that your turn came after theirs, so you would have made a saving throw at the end of your last turn. So let's just do that at the beginning of your turn right now.
Well, I mean, I made one before. So
you made one in the very beginning, but that wasn't on your turn. That was on their turn.
Okay. 21.
That's all right. So you're now out of it, and you realize what you're doing.
I am mad as hell.
Okay.
That fucking bird tried to eat me. Things don't eat me. I eat things.
So you're in the middle of the deck, or in the middle of the ship. Sorry. And Iggy sees you. He's like, "Are you back?"
Yeah. Those birds are bad. Those birds are really bad.
Yeah, they're a problem.
Well, I'm gonna take care of a problem. I don't like those birds.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's. Yes, please. Let's do this.
I'm gonna tell Banshee, go find Key, bring Kapesk. We need fight now. And then I'm gonna head out to the deck and ready my bow and arrow and fire at some bitches.
Give her a perception check. Let's do advantage.
I rolled a 1 and an 18.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. So she finds the keys, and she just quickly, in the chaos, she's able to easily enough just tug them off of the guy's belt. How much movement does she have?
50 feet of speed and 40 feet in climb.
50 feet is the number I was hoping she had. That's great. That is enough. So she gets down to Kapesk, and you see these keys jangling from the mouth of this panther.
Do I hear it over my thumping crazily into the hull?
Yeah, every now and then you have to take a pause between your punching. There's like that. I'm sure you probably get a rhythm going.
Well, and you're probably also going to hear a discreet but very present growl behind you, because Banshee is not exactly very patient when Abba is fighting and she's not by her side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Turn around and go, yeah.
I'm gonna say, as you also so you are starting to work with these keys here, and so that'll take your action to use the keys to open the door. You still have movement, but before you move, you've been making this thumping against the side of the ship, right?
Yeah.
You suddenly hear thumping on the other side.
Come in.
Boom, 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 boom.
Something really wants to fight out there. I'm coming. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. All right. So you rush out of here and you make it to the top of the deck with your movement, if that's what you wanted to do. Sorry.
Yes. Yes, that's what I'll do.
Okay. So yeah, you rush up to the top. You see some chaos. Oh, you have to make a saving throw again because, oh, wait, no, you don't. Because it says a target that successfully saves is immune to this harpy's song for the next 24 hours. Pays to be far away and through a lot of walls. You're up at the top of the deck. Is there anything else you wanted to do up here with a bonus action, say?
Yes. Do I see? Is there any harpies? I know that you were saying there's one on the deck before. Am I right next to it? Am I under threat of being attacked?
You are not an immediate threat. You can see that there's a harpy in the air attacking Drakon about 20 feet above the main deck. You can see the other harpy is towards the front of the ship, causing a lot of chaos. All right, so you also see Appa on the main deck getting ready to attack the one harpy that's around. You, Capes, your perception is pretty juicy. Yeah, you got that juicy perception. You can see that the third harpy that you can see a third harpy. You didn't know there was a third one, but you can see a third one flying towards the ship from in front of it.
Damn it.
Flying towards the ship from in front of it. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's me done. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Just say, there's another one coming. Watch out! And I point towards the front.
You see, you hear behind you, son of a bitch, how did he get out? And would you say, Appa, what would Banshee have done after she freed Capes?
She would immediately join Appa on deck.
Yeah, okay.
Banshee's not going to let Appa fight without her.
I agree. Sounds good. We're at the top of the order. The harpies are going now. The one in front, the one with Drakon is going to make its attacks. Oh, buddy. Okay. So the claws, I hate to say it, the claws crit on you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
14 damage from the claws, and then the wing also manages to hit you right across the face, and you take 3 more damage.
Okay. I'm still up.
Okay. How are you looking?
I'm at 7.
Okay, you're at 7. Okay. The other harpy is down on deck and also trying to get some hits in here. She manages to get some swipes on some people. So she is also going to deal some damage here. Okay. So she clubs one guy across the head. He falls flat on the deck, and she claws someone else, and you can see all this blood is just pouring out of them. They are not meant for battle quite like this. And so they are starting to take some casualties. Now, the third one is still far away, but manages to fly pretty close to the ship now. For that time, they flew pretty far away. Now, Drakon, top of your turn, you move closer. You get that. You can't do anything else. So it sounds like at the end of your turn, you make a saving throw.
Can I cast Healing Word again?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it at a 2nd level.
Okay.
I heal 9. And then the saving throw. All right, 20.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you break free, and you suddenly see the grotesque visage of this thing covered in blood from its last victim, and some of yours now, and these just dirty claws.
I am its last victim.
Its last meal, I should say.
I am its last meal.
It licks its nails where your flesh still is.
I'm gonna beat it up.
Okay.
On my next turn.
Very good. Appa.
I wink at Banshee and look at the harpy and just ready my bow and go, well, it's hunting time, and I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on her ass.
Okay.
On her ass.
The one on the deck or the one with Drakon?
The one on deck. She's gonna be the first one that I see.
Cool.
And I'm gonna attack her with my longbow.
All right.
That's 18 to hit.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. That's 8 damage.
8 damage. Nice. So Banshee can get a hit in here. Is she gonna do anything about that?
Normally Banshee rolls her own initiative, but
I'm just gonna have her go with you.
okay, cool. Well, then Banshee's gonna run up to the harpy, and since she's running up, she's gonna try to pounce when she gets her bite attack. Nope, that's 4 to hit. 8 to hit.
Okay, no, that does not hit.
Yeah.
All right. Capes, your turn.
All right. So this bird that's just about to fly in and join the fray
is coming right at the front of the ship.
Yeah. How far away is that from me where I am now?
You're in the middle of the ship. So what is that, like 20? Yeah, about 40 feet away from you, give or take. And also angled up a bit.
This harpy is how far up above, like how far away from the boat and how far above the boat?
She's like right at the tip of the ship. So and about 10 feet above the ship.
Okay. I want to run as fast as I can. I want to run as fast as I can. It's like I've never had a fight like this, and I just like go into beast mode. As the bonus action, I use another key point. Use step of the wind. That would mean that my jump distance is around.
I'm gonna say that you can grab onto it.
All right. I want to. Yeah.
You can jump up from the ship and kind of. What part of it are you trying to grab?
I'm literally I'm trying to like grab it, like, and just like and just like try to like. I probably won't be able to attack because I guess I'm grappling. I'm trying to grapple, but I'm essentially trying to like grab this thing and then just like slam it into the water and drown the shit out of it.
Okay, nice. It is gonna do let's do a grapple check.
Do I get any advantage because I'm like slamming into it from at an intense speed?
I have a beautiful image in my head, but no, it does not give you advantage.
All right. That's a 21 for me.
It crit.
Oh, come on.
So how this it manages, so you grab on, but then it shrugs, it pushes you off. I'm sorry, buddy.
So I just like, and then just, hey, come back here.
Exactly.
And it's like, I jumped a good 10 feet into the air. So yeah, I guess have I fallen into the ocean or I'm just falling at the moment?
You fall into the ocean pretty, actually we'll take it we'll cut right there and pan over elsewhere, and you are about to fall in. So now it's their turn. The harpy that was in front of you goes to sing as well, because this one hasn't sung.
What? This one sang.
The third one?
Oh no, the third one hasn't.
Right. Okay. That means I need saves from everybody.
I'm immune.
Still with advantage or no?
Yes, except for Capes contra Con.
I got an 18.
Because I've beaten it already, doesn't that mean I'm immune to it?
This is a third one. This one didn't sing before. It was the other two.
All right. 13.
15 for Appa, 15 for Banshee.
You guys are great. You guys are good. Okay, that's excellent news. Yeah, good job. All right. I realize I am so I do so many things to be like, oh no, yeah, you guys got this. Like, nah, you're like, that roll's good enough. Whereas so many DMs I see are just like, no, you're dead. But that's not as fun for me. Okay, so they're going. The one attacking Tracon is going to attack Tracon again.
Sounds fair.
Sounds on point. You are going to take. You get hit by the claws. You take 6 damage. You get hit by the wing as well. You take another 3 damage.
I could be doing better.
Sure you could. The one on the deck is going to rush up to Appa, seeing that Appa's actually doing some damage. Ooh,
No.
The claw comes up and gores you real bad. She crit. Fortunately, she's rolling like poop. 6, 7, 8, 9 damage on the crit, and the club missed you. The other one that was at the point of the deck is going to attack some of the crew. And she manages to gore someone on the side, and it looks like they are dying.
Oh!
So now it is Trakan's turn.
I'm gonna cast a 2nd level Dissonant Whispers on the one that's been punching me.
Okay.
So that's a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Thank you. It fails.
Yay. So it's gonna take. Oh, my damage roll is poop. 12 damage.
Okay.
And it's gonna run away.
As its reaction, right?
Yep. To move as far as its speed is away from me.
I love this whisper.
It's a staple.
Oh, it doesn't whispers. Yeah, it is great. Okay, it takes off.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Absolutely.
I don't think I have like a weapon out. So I'll just use my talons.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice.
4 damage. And then for my move, I'll move kind of 50 feet away.
You'll move 50 feet away?
Yeah, I have a fly speed of 50.
Yeah, but which way?
Away!
Yeah, just generally away. Like
Just
I'm gonna
flying away from the ship?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly away from the harpies.
Okay.
I can hit them, they can't hit me, kind of thing.
Right.
I'm gonna kite them.
I'm gonna say with your passive perception, you also notice in the water, so that harpy is flying back the way it came, which is the starboard side of the ship, the right side. Mm-hmm. You are flying the opposite direction, 50 feet, sounds like, which is the port side. You notice, because the port side is also where the brig was, where you can start to hear the pounding. You look down in the water, you see several, you would not know what these are. So I'm going to try to describe it without using what it's called. Several sea creatures that are kind of a squiggly. They have a head. They look like they're shaped something like this. The water, of course, distorts light and all that. But it looks like they are hitting with their heads that are on the top. Heads are hitting into the ship.
Okay. I can't do anything about that.
You can't do anything about it, but you notice it out of the corner of your eye.
I'm gonna just put a little bit more vertical into my movement to make sure I'm just a little bit higher, just in case they try and grab me or something.
You're pretty high because you were already 20 feet above the ship, the top deck of the ship.
I guess that is.
So you're already 40 feet above the water.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter that much then. Whatever, I'll just move.
Just painting the whole word picture. All right, Appa, what you doing? What are you and Banshee doing?
Trakan, how do you look from afar?
I'm a lovely bird.
Yeah, is there an evident blood trail falling from you from the sky, or
I'm probably dripping.
Like badly, or
on a scale of 1 to 27, I'm at 7.
Is there mucus? Is there red colored mucus coming out of your cloaca?
Oh no, I don't. Do male birds have cloacas?
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, they do. That's where like the fluids come out. Yeah.
No birds have cloacas.
Bring D&D. All right. In the meanwhile, I guess if I see you bleeding from a distance, I'll just shout at Trakan. Trakan, come! I can help! I can help! And I'm gonna keep firing arrows at the bitch because I'm angry now.
Male birds do, in fact, have cloacas.
Although she did come up and attack you. She is in your face.
Yeah.
So if you're going to attack her with a ranged attack.
Oh, that's right. She's like right in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess I'll use something else. I used I'll
Bite
use
her.
huh?
Bite her.
Well, yeah, that's what Banshee's gonna do, but actually maybe not. Anyway, I'm gonna use my scimitar. Yay! And that's 18 plus 5. I'm guessing that hit.
Yes, definitely. Sorry, spaced out.
And the D6 plus my hunter's mark. Fucking hell, sorry. That's a total of
Hey Google.
a grand 6 damage.
Wow,
6 damage.
that's a rough roll.
Shut up.
Actually, well. Okay. Banshee?
Does Banshee see Kapesk falling over? Because technically Banshee was right next to.
Banshee was paying attention to the fight that you two were in already. So, what's her passive perception?
How do you calculate the passive perception again?
That would be 10 plus her wisdom modifier and a
14.
14. Yeah, that's good enough. I was going to say the DC was 13 to notice something like this. So yeah, she does notice him fall overboard. When
Is he falling
tries-
close enough to the ship that Banshee can kind of grab him?
No.
I was
No.
running monk full speed and leaping 10 feet into the air. So
All right. Well then,
That one's out of her hands.
fair enough. Then Banshee's gonna attack the same harpy as me. For the bites.
Sounds good.
That's a 15 plus 4. That's a 19 to hit.
Very nice. Very nice.
And does Banshee benefit from my hunter's mark? No, right?
I don't think so.
And that's another 6 damage.
Right? Yeah. This one's looking pretty bloody. This one's bloody. Doing some good work there. Okay. Pest. You fall into the water. And as you open your eyes underwater, you can see these creatures that are headbutting the ship.
how many of them are there?
Confused about what they look like.
Oh,
Seahorses.
Huh?
Instead, they're seahorses.
there's 4 of them, and he's right. There's seahorses, but these are big. These are big. And you can see that. I'd imagine, Kapask, have you spent much time in an ocean?
No, not at all. This is
Okay.
the first time I've spent time in an ocean.
So you go ahead and roll me something like history that tells me if you know what these are.
Wouldn't that be nature?
Either. It's up to him.
I mean, it's probably going to be more like the history, but more so like having heard someone speaking about it in a tavern or in a story or something. Natural 20.
You have encountered these before. In fact, you had a friend who had one somewhere in your life or something. Somehow you are very well familiar with this.
A monkey?
And
Right. What do I know about them?
you know that these are normally docile. They're normally easily domesticated by certain groups in the ocean, and they're normally not aggressive. However, these seem to have taken it upon themselves to attack the ship. From your point, it's kind of hard to see, but they look unwell from where you are. You're not sure how.
And do I know that these eat meat?
I don't think they do. No, they don't. They are not carnivores.
Okay. I just like I'm like really disappointed. I'm like as I missed the harpy and I'm like into the water, and then I'm like disappointed for a second, but then I see these other things that are attacking, and I remember that the thumping noises from the outside of the thing, and my eyes kind of like widen at the thought of like another opportunity. So I've got a swimming speed of 30 feet. Are they that far away from me?
They're the full length of the ship, which is more than 30 feet. They're at the aft of the vessel, and
All right.
you are at the very front of it. So they are more than 30 feet.
I'm gonna use a key point to take the to do another step of the wind on my action.
Okay.
Until I'm right beside them, and then I'm going to use my action to take the dodge action.
Dodge. So you're going to go right up to them and then take the dodge action. Okay.
Actually, sorry. Can I take that back?
Yeah.
Am I able to attack them if I've just used my? I should be able to do that, right?
If you use a key point to use step of the wind, that's your bonus action. So then, yeah, you still have a main action.
Okay, so I'll still be able to attack them twice. So yeah, burst of speed, and I'm using my tail as my massive propeller. So just,
Mm-hmm.
and I picture it kind of like I just literally want to like coil my reptilian abs up as I swim and get closer, and then as I get closer, just like literally just like smash both of my fists out at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, do that to the first one. The
That's
one
very
closest to you.
cartoon visual.
Very what?
Like 80s cartoon visual, like, you know, Goldorak just dun dun dun.
I just imagine that before he actually moves, he's like winding up his feet or his tail.
So I rolled, okay. So for the first one, I rolled an 11 total.
That does not. You hit it, but it doesn't get a good hit.
God damn it. And the second one, I rolled a natural 1. Actually, sorry, I can't do a second one. So there you go.
Yeah, you already did a bonus action. Yep. So you hit it. You make contact with your body against Sitz, but not finding purchase. You are close enough now to see that these eyes seem to be crazed. It's like the creature is panicking and freaked out and doesn't know. It's not itself. You can tell that since you got such a great roll on that 20. The other thing is that these look hurt. They look like they've been hurt in some way.
As in, like, can I see piercing from like massive jaws? Can I see?
Yes. No, it's not like it was attacked by another animal. It looks like its flesh is kind of its scales. The color that is clearly a beautiful pattern all over it is interrupted by peeling of flesh.
So maybe perhaps from the meteors that were just raining down from the sky and smashing into the ocean.
It sounds.
That's a theory. Yeah.
The acid. Yeah. Okay.
Something from the storm is possible. Yes. Okay. It is their turn. They're going to continue to headbutt the ship. And the harpies are going to continue to. Oh, the one that you hit, it's not yet noticed you really. Well, you did kind of check into it. Okay. But that's a miss. So that's fine. It goes to attack you, but it also misses it in the same go.
Attack you who?
Sorry. The seahorse that Kapeska tried to attack.
Right.
So the harpy on deck is attacking the crew, gets some more good hits. It wails into another crew member. The harpy attacking Appa. It crits. Yeah, that's a surprise. I mean that genuinely. 6. You take 10 damage.
Oh, yay!
Are you alive?
Of course I am alive. And I'm pissed.
The last harpy flies back from being afeared. As I understand it, it's just frightened of you, Trakan, for how long?
It just has to use its reaction to move away. It's not even frightened.
So then it avoids you and actually goes to attack the captain, and who's on the quarter deck, which is the upper part of the back of the ship near where the helm is, and hits him. You might get your wish here, Pesk, but you don't. Okay, he takes some damage.
Ship's dangerous.
This ship is cursed AF.
Yo, it's dangerous at sea.
All of a sudden, Kapesk is feeling really happy about being here because there's a lot of things to fight.
The harpies are still a problem, and now the players also have to deal with enraged giant seahorses. I know, not exactly the most intimidating monsters out there, but that's what the dice gave us. So that's what they're fighting. I think my favorite moment actually was when Kapesk is punching the hull of the ship, and when he stops, the hull knocks back at him. The look on my players' faces were priceless. It was a very happy moment as a DM to give them that fear and awe, wonder moment. What did you like about this episode? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for future notifications. When the next video is up, I'll make sure to put it right here. I'm very excited to share the next episode with you the following week. Until then, have a great day and an excellent week.